Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Michaela Copeland here. Now today is the 1st of June, meaning that it's the very first day of Pride, and here's why Pride is still needed, which I wish we didn't need to, but there's been a lot of serious shit going on. First thing is in America, which I'm sure you must have heard about, the snowflake conservatives, they're kicking off about Target having off a pride collection of clothes where just kicking off about a little rainbow and um, swimming costumes with tuck so that you trans women are able to tuck while wearing them, and they think that are targeting children and that there's no LGBT kids, which I knew from an early age, since I was 6, that I should have been born a girl, making me a trans kid. This was back in the early 90s, and it was a very, very, very different time to how it was now, because I grew up throughout the whole of Section 28, and I was most miserable and unhappy being forced to live as a guy, which clearly I am not. And I thought I was the only one, and people at my old school, they do remember me. Even though I have totally changed my name, they do remember me, and they do remember me being miserable as sin. And the um, 18th of April 5 years ago was when I actually came out, and I felt really, really free, as it meant I no longer had to live a lie. And 25th of September that year was when I legally became Michaela, and from that day onwards I finally started existing as a person instead of a lie, and I'm just so happy now. I'm 39 months on hormones, and I never thought I'd even come this far, yet alone even come out. Now, I did have a session of laser, and I got my next session 2 weeks' time on the 15th. And I just made a phone call because there's a place near me in Alton that does electrolysis just on my face. Sometime later this month, I'll get my second sign off for surgery. Then I'll be able to join the list. I have chose a surgeon. sorry about that. And I've chosen to have Mr. Bellringer do my surgery. He works at Parkside Hospital in Wimbledon. I was going to have Miss Tina Rashid do my surgery, but she has a 12-month wait for surgery. And Mr. Bellringer only has 6 to 8 months to wait. And I know people who's had both their surgeries done by them, and they are pretty good, because Miss Rashid, she learned everything she knows from Mr. Bellringer. I'm not going to Brighton because I have no idea how to get there. Just a bit of problem is getting there and getting back. And my neighbour across the road, she has kindly offered to drop me off and pick me up, and also do some shopping for me for the first couple of weeks while I recover, because the first 6 weeks I've got to take it very, very careful. And I'm going to need help from the community nursing team with washing, dressing, changing bandages and so on. So I've got to take it very, very careful. And one of the things that annoys me is when people go on about straight pride, where nowhere in the world is anywhere being prosecuted for being straight. I mean, I've seen all the memes on Facebook, and the straight pride like logo, if you might call it that, it just looks like two toilet door signs. It is totally stupid because no one in the world has been killed just for being straight, and conversion therapy still happens. I mean, where does anyone um, have to go conversion therapy in order just to be straight or even be killed? Because like what's going on in America with Florida doing the Don't Say Gay bill and so many other states having copycat bills, and they're trying to, certain states in America, they're trying to force trans people from using the toilets of the gender they were assigned with at birth, which if I went into the male toilets, I would be attacked, and I have had physical violence and harassment from guys. I mean, my dad has hit me and done conversion therapy on me, same as my eldest brother. My eldest brother, my dad has also has hit me. My younger brother has also hit me, slapped me, pulled my hair, grabbed my chest, punched me in the chest. The police will not do nothing about it because one even said it's my fault just for existing. What's going on with this hate crimes against the trans community is very much recycled homophobia, what gay people had during the 80s and 90s. And what they do say that really does get on my nerves is like they can't reproduce, so they have to recruit, which is what people said during Section 28, which the Tory introduced under Maggie Thatcher. And April the 1st last year was when the then Prime Minister Boris Johnson announced the conversion therapy bill will only cover LGB, and the T is completely ignored from it. And that don't cover trans adults. That covers trans kids as well, which, and for all the people commenting what rights trans people don't have is access to medical care, because the 30th of June last year, after waiting 2 weeks short of 4 years, was when I finally started hormones on the NHS. When does anyone who's not in the LGBT community have to wait so long for medical care? Which, if I started the Chatham Cross now, I would have waited 55, 56, maybe 57 months just for my first appointment, because they're only now making appointments for people referred in July 2018 when they got my referral. And that first appointment is just to get like an understanding on everything. And I won't start hormones until after my second appointment, and that could have been up to 18 months sooner. And on Tuesday, I sent some stuff off for my GRC, because on the Friday, the gender recognition panel called me saying that they got all my papers and everything. I just need proof that I'm living in my actual gender, which includes bank statements and so on, which I did include blood work because it's got my NHS number and it's got my name and bank statements, obviously. Just incredibly hard, which the Pride event that I'm going to is in Southampton. It's on the 26th of August. 2 days after, on the the week after 28th of August is when I got to enroll to go back to college, which I'm going to go back to BCOT where I done media makeup during 2019-2020, and I'm doing art and design. So yeah, we should not have to have pride, but while all these hate crimes and the, the government and the right-wing media keep on attacking us, we have to have pride. And the first pride, as I'm sure you are aware of, started at Stonewall riots. The first pride was actually a protest, and with what the LGB Alliance are doing, they're cussing the sea out despite the fact it was trans women of colour that helped progress LGBT rights, and they don't even stand anything for LGB. Because if I went out with a girl, they would class us as a straight couple because they just hate the trans community, and it really truly does suck. Please do like this video, leave a comment down below, and press subscribe to see more videos in the near future, and don't forget to turn that bell notification on. So this is why pride is still needed in today. I'll see you very soon, everyone. Much love. Bye.